What's up, fisher people?
Here we are. It's time.
Look at these idiots fishing right by the dock.
Did I forget to tell you we're filming a carp video today?
Yeah, you did not mention that. That guy shook your hand on the dock. Do you know you ever recognize you or something?
Said I appreciate your videos.
Really?
Thanks for sharing your knowledge. Keep it up.
That's whack. But he feels like 17.
Nice fish.
That's a gorgeous fish.
Why don't you show the camera?
I mean, gorgeous fish. You don't have a stick, do you? Kissing 18.
We'll measure the first fish in front of the camera. How long do you think it is? Ooh, 19 inches. Look at that.
Bit it hard. Very aggressive.
He's got another one. So, fisher people.
This one's probably identical.
If you can't tell, I got Dad out for the first time this year.
Yes. Oh my God!
And we found some shallow walleyes here.
Okay, 17.
4th of July weekend.
17.
Oh, I just missed a bite too.
This one will go 16 to 17.
Yeah. So we're in that like split bite scenario where you can go out and chase the smelt chasers, 25, 30 feet of water, main lake, or you get back in these creeks and there's fish chasing white bass spawn, smallmouth bass spawn. I just had another bite that I missed. That kind of stuff, shallow water. I like fishing shallow water. I need to fish 25 to 30 feet for the rest of the season, so that's what we're doing.
And they don't blow their gullets out.
You don't blow their gullets, you can release fish better. I'm gonna put another night crawler on there because this one got stuck in my jacket, but also ripped off by a smaller walleye. Stay tuned. It's like the thing with fishing these back creek channels is like, it's not just aimlessly like trolling in the middle of the channel. Like you still have points and inside turns and stuff, right? Every time the curve or the channel makes an S curve, right? You got a point that's probably gonna be a little flatter. Fish like to sit on the flats early summer. That's probably gonna be your reaction is, and you might get some on the inside turn, maybe the steeper cuts sometimes as well. So it still fishes like you'd fish anything else. You got structure, you got corners, points, all that stuff. Like you're gonna know if they're in there. If they're in 6 to 8 feet of water in the shallow stuff, if they're walleyes on the graph, they're gonna bite. Don't spend an hour trying to figure it out. Spend 5 minutes, move on. There's some walleyes on the graph at 9 o'clock on the dot. We got out here a little late. I slept until 5:30. I was tired, so we're not super on the ball today, but I think we can still catch them into the wee hours of the afternoon if we desire. So, like that one right there.
Trying to put on a night crawler, Brett. Didn't work.
Fish on!
He's smaller, I think.
Is he?
But now he's deciding to take a little run.
Okay.
But I don't think he's very big.
Let's find out.
He's not. He's a nice fish, but he's not big.
And Dad's he's got a little prop blade and a butterfly blade. I got a plain hook with a slow death. I have only had the one bite, so I might need to put a blade on.
Yeah, I hear guys saying you couldn't use a blade. I don't know. I've always liked having a blade on, you know.
There are times early summer where I think it puts them off a little bit, but
could be.
And if it gets like flat calm and the bite gets a little finicky, sometimes the plain slow death is a little better. 5 foot here. These are some real shallow ones.
There is.
Oh wow, is that a bigger fish?
You know, and he just sat. He parked his butt on that night crawler. He never bit it. You know what I mean? He just sat on it.
That feels big. That's a nice fish. That's over 20.
Wow. Looky there, Heidi Ho.
We're doing it, Harry.
What a log. Lord, you're big.
Too much fun.
Dude, he just sat on it.
Too much fun.
He didn't give me a bump.
Yeah.
It was, this is mine, and I'm going to sit on the bottom and eat it, and you ain't getting it back. That's a nice fish.
The ceremonial measuring of the fish.
I don't know. The first one might be bigger.
I think that's longer.
Yeah.
I think it's 20. 20 and a quarter.
Whew. Back or eat it?
That'd be a good eater if you want another one. Nice fish, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, I popped a Colorado blade on here. I got the hammered brass. We'll see if I can start catching some fish here too. How long will it take? How many seconds? 1, 2. Oh, there's a bite. Missed him. Little tyke. You want me to get it?
Yep. He's already on the surface.
On the surface.
I'll let you take the
It's
little
smallie.
guys off my hands.
It's a smallie. He's all in my motors. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he's off.
All right. I'll finish the other one that I actually have a night crawler for. There we go.
Got him?
Yeah.
Good timing.
That's a heavy fish too.
Since I probably need a night crawler, I might as well be a netter.
Yeah.
Might as well be a net guy. Where are you at, little pig, little pig?
Nice one. Had to get in the game, y'all. That's the guiding money fish right there. 17, 18. The one drawback to fishing these spots is you got all the people launching boats, ripping around you, creating some boat wake. But if that's all you have to deal with, we're at a standstill here.
I thought he was leaning on it. He's been leaning on that thing for 4 minutes, dude. And I'm like, okay, the boat stopped. Maybe I'm just not moving. No, he was leaning on it the whole time.
A big time leaner though.
Yeah, he was just hanging on.
Hanging on and hanging on and hanging on.
Not giving you some rapid bite crap. Just
Finally decided to pull the trigger on him.
just hanging on. Going for a ride. Got a leaner, Brett.
Leaner. He's on.
Got a leaner.
I think the butterfly blades are a little better right now.
I think he's got a little bit of heft to him.
Yeah. Yeah. 19 incher.
This some high quality fish, dude.
Mm-hmm. 20 minutes of fishing.
Nice fish.
As Crappie T would say, we're racking them. Getting busy.
Are you kidding? I got him.
Well, just a leader will break. I still think that smile blade's better than this Colorado right now, though. I don't know. That's what I'm leaning on. That's my excuse. I'm just trying something else. The other one's got the right bottom bouncer weight to be the dead pull back there, though. That's how you don't get snagged, or you don't crisscross lines. Back pull, lighter weight. Front pull, heavier weight. There he is.
Got the one?
Got one. This one I might actually be able to. Well,
A what?
probably should be lifted. I think I can. Smallest of the day, probably. Barely scratching 17. 16 and a half, maybe. 733, 933, I mean. Bunch of fishes. Good screenshot. fun to use side imaging again. I was fishing all that deep stuff using 2D all the time, and now I can actually use my side imaging again. Feels like spring. Up in 5 foot of water, eh?
By your weeds.
Is it a nice one?
Your weed hopper. He thinks he is.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. That might be the biggest of the day.
Think so? I was thinking he's 19, but he is fat.
I think he's 21 almost.
Really?
I do.
Well, we're gonna find out, sir.
Turns out I got a ruler. You guys may have seen it today. Oh, you got another fish here?
That's what I do, Brett. That's what I do.
This one's not as big.
Well, of course not. Why would I let you have my big fish? This one is 20 inches, son.
20 inches on the nose?
Yep. Nice fish. Fat.
40 minutes of fishing. Chaos. But you gotta fish the wind-blown stuff. Fortunately, the fish are usually like pretty aggressive in there, so if you do kind of blow your line and you're like, oh, shoot, I'm too shallow, what? You're probably still gonna catch it. That last fish was an accidental 5 foot of water fish.
That's how I got Grandpa his biggest one, accidentally.
Yeah.
Was drifting, well, not drifting, but I was retying a rig and I look up and I go, crap, sorry Dad, I got you in 40 feet of water. He goes, no problem, I'll just put out some extra line. It's all right. We'll drag through this crevice fairly fast. And all of a sudden he puts a big hook set on. And I'm like, no way. And he fights this fish.
Right out of his mouth.
I don't know how long. And it was 9 pounds something. Gorgeous fish, biggest fish he's ever caught in his life.
Yeah.
100% accidentally put him on that water.
You can find things on accident and make it pretty good.
Well, I'm sure he was hanging on the one side of the ledge.
Yeah.
And I happened to drag down it and then back up. It just appeared as if he caught it in 40, but he didn't.
Get him right off the drop.
Right. And they had a big fish contest in town. Oops, missed him.
I missed mine too.
He was 1/8 of an ounce. Light.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, normally I wouldn't have brought that fish in. I'd have put it back in the river.
Yeah.
But that fish was like 9.9. You know.
Which is basically the same size as the one you got 2 years ago.
Yes. Oh my God! Brandon!
Got it on video.
Correct.
Yeah.
And of course, those days, your depth finder was exactly that, to tell you the depth.
Yeah.
It was not something we used to actually tell you there was fish. Yeah, we would see dots on it, but is it a fish, isn't it a fish? Who knows? You find out by fishing the area.
Yep. Yeah, this is a fun bite when it was calm the other day. When you get some wind blowing in here, it's just freaking nuts.
Right. Fish on?
Fish on.
They got a fish on right across from us too.
He does not want to come. I was just turning the camera to see that boat flying by us, and then I got a bite.
A nice fish. Looks like a 19. Yeah, mine was not that bigger fish lean by any means. For a little bit.
I got one too. Double?
That's a nice fish too. He ain't as big, but that's a nice fish.
Yeah.
I'll eat you. Give me a little drag on the hook set, which
Drift?
don't mean crap.
Nice fish.
I think he's a decent fish. There you go.
Off he goes. Got him.
Not a big fish.
Not a big fish.
Looks good.
Yahtzee.
Nice fish. Whose is bigger, mine or yours?
Ooh, that was bigger than mine. The old Creek Channel studs.
I think mine just thinks he's big.
Just thinks it.
Yeah, I don't think he's that big.
You sure?
He's not that big.
Okay.
He might go 18. No,
Hook stuck in my
17.
net.
Hmm?
Hook stuck in my net.
17. Still a nice fish.
Yeah. Well, clearly we put together a pretty good bottom bouncer pattern. And now, obviously I'm super curious if I can cast and catch some fish. Lately, for whatever reason, the bouncers have worked and I haven't been able to get them pitching, but maybe with a bunch of wind in here, it'll change things. So I got a plastic paddle tail. Dad's got a jig and a crawler. And we're gonna try to catch the same fish this way.
Crappie T.
Crappie T. Oh, there's a fish.
Got him. Oh, he's way over on your side.
Okay. Crazy fish, holy cow. Okay,
Thank you.
we did get a first cast fish. This wasn't mine.
How rude.
The jig and the crawler. They're just so into crawlers this year. It's classic reservoir fishing this season for sure.
He wasn't shy about eating it either.
No. I wonder if this is going to tend to produce smaller fish on average or bigger fish on average.
I'm going to dare bet that, hands down, the bottom bouncer and crawler is going to outdo these jigs.
I think it will too.
10 to 1.
I think they want to chase stuff. If anything, I should cast a crankbait. Fish right under the boat.
Well, I'm getting close to that. Have you done any jig wrapping yet?
You know, I did like 2 weeks ago for a few days.
Okay.
And then ever since, I haven't been able to get anything to go on them.
Okay.
Try a little flicker shad.
Flicker shad.
Perchy looking thing. Maybe we caught too many on the bouncers first, and now we don't have any fish left to catch. You soon know.
No. 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 Don't believe it.
Doesn't buy that theory, huh?
Nope. I just think that the crawler on a bottom bouncer is a bigger target and meal, and that's what they're interested in. They're active.
There's a fish.
They don't necessarily need this small meal.
It's a pretty good fish too.
Let's look at
Flicker shad. Maybe this is a bigger fish pattern. If it's not a pike. That's a walleye.
Looks like a good one.
Good fish.
Yeah, they definitely want to
Chase.
be aggressive and make its prey pay.
I don't know of more aggressive walleyes than Missouri River system fish. They just like, once you get into summer, they're freaking predators out here. Then you go over to like Lake Audubon and you're like slip bobbering and vertical jigging and all that stuff to catch them, but not here. Chowed that shad. I was doing like a stop and pause kind of thing that time too.
Oh, really?
There's a fish.
Well, now you're gonna make me switch there,
You want a
Junior.
crankbait?
Oh yeah, obviously.
He's a littler one. That was a pike.
That's a pike.
A little snot rocket.
Yeah. Yuck.
That's a real little pike.
You can keep your wrap now.
I don't think there's anything more fun than like catching a bunch of fish one way and then like, let's see if we can catch them this way and catching them that way. And then let's see if we can catch them this way and catch them that way. God, that's so fun. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Dad's here for 3 days. We're gonna make a few more videos. It is only 10:30 in the morning, so we're gonna keep doing stuff today. But if you liked it, hit the button to say so. Maybe subscribe to the channel. Maybe think about Patreon. And happy 4th of July. Later, fisher people.